everyone, it's Tracy from Queen of the Board, and today I'm going to be playing Final Girl from Van Ryder Games, Season 1. Let's get a little spooky and go to Creech Manor up against the Poltergeist. My final girl will be Alice, and I've already prepared the events, which we have liquid courage. That means that victims will follow me into the killer's space. I have my 3 items up here, and against the poltergeist, actually, I can't damage the poltergeist. She's a ghost. So I'm going to be trying to find a little girl who's hiding in the house and escape to one of the 3 exit spaces out in the garden. I've already completed my setup up here. I have my cards laid out. I'm starting on a horror track of 3. I have 6 time right here. Alice only has 4 health. There we go. Okay, so a quick turn summary. I start with the action phase. That's where I'm using the cards that I've purchased to the previous round, and I'm able to roll dice to make things happen, hopefully. Next is the planning phase. That's an opportunity for me to spend any unused time and buy cards from the market here. After the planning phase is the killer phase. So first of all, the poltergeist will move towards either myself or any of the victims, whoever's nearest. She's going to be moving 2 spaces, and then she'll be stabbing for 1 at this bloodlust level. 1's enough to kill the victims, and so she could be ramping up pretty quickly. She moves fast. Next, after the killer phase, it's the panic freak out moment where if any of the victims are in a room with the killer, with the poltergeist, after she's killed someone, they're gonna run away, which makes me think they're not so stupid after all. And finally, the upkeep phase, where if all 10 of the tarot cards have been activated, I'll be showing the top card here for the poltergeist, and that's going to unleash some really strong powers, and it works as a good pressure timer to try and get through this game as quickly as possible before that happens. Last thing, not to forget that if I have additional cards in my hand, I can spend them. I can spend 1 card, will get me back 1 time on this track. So that needs to happen during the action phase. But if I do that later on, I may have more money to spend as well and buy stronger cards. Okay, well, we're all set up. Let's play. Whew, okay. I start with a hand of all of the free cards. So that means I have 2 focus, 1 weak attack, 2 walk, and a short rest. What to do? Do I go searching in the garage, the attic, or the closet to see if I can find the little girl as fast as possible? Or should I try and help some of these victims in order to unlock my special bonuses? Alice, I would need to unlock 6 victims to open up her special power. But it's a great one. Choose 1 named action card, and for the remainder of the game, I get to play 5 dice regardless of where I am on this horror track. Ooh, it would be nice to get there. First thing I'm going to do is focus in order to try and move this down and get me some extra dice. So I'm going to roll 2 dice. Oh, 1 success and a partial. So 1 success means that I go down 1, and it costs me 1 time. Okay, that's a good start. Yeah, I'm gonna try and focus 1 more time to improve my dice rolls. I like to do that early. 1 success and a maybe. So yeah, let's take it. So this comes down. That means that now I can roll 3 dice. Great. I am going to walk. So now I roll 3 dice. Come on. 2 successes. So I get to move up to 2 spaces, and it will cost me 1 time. I think whatever happens, one of these folks is going to end up dead, unfortunately. But maybe we can save one of them. All right, 1, 2, So I'm already right next to the poltergeist. I have found 2 people. I'm gonna go ahead and use my last walk card. See if I can just get them out that door. Ooh. So this means I need to be able to burn 2 cards to be able to walk at all. Get me 1 space, and I am gonna do it. That uses all my free action cards though. But I get out the door. They're gonna follow me out. Save 2 people already, fantastic. So let's see. I'm gonna take the +2 time benefit. And I will move up to 2 spaces. I'm gonna take it. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, and climb right up this ladder into this window room here. Okay, so that's a pretty good start. So that is my action phase completed. Yes, but I burned all these cards. Next is the planning phase, and I have 5 to spend. So I'm gonna wanna be able to move, so I'm definitely getting a sprint card. Sprint, sprint, and I have 1 left if I do that. So I will take a close call. That just leaves me with these cards for my next round. That is the end of the planning phase. I will put these back. So we know that these are all the free cards. Nice and easy, ready for next time. And next is the killer phase. So she will immediately move towards whoever is nearest. Now, and she's gonna be moving to, so she's gonna do this. She's gonna come right next door to this person here. She's gonna try and kill them, but not close enough, thank goodness. And we're gonna reveal our first tarot card. Everything was flying around. Place the poltergeist with the closest victim or in your space if there are no victims. So she goes up 1 on the horror track. She moves right next door. And then she does, in fact, kill this little fella here. So that's the victim pool. And go up 1 on the bloodlust, which puts me up another 1 on the horror track. Oh, okay. Oh boy, oh boy. Could be worse though, could be worse. So that's the end of the killer phase. Panic. If a victim was killed this turn, panic all victims in the killer's space. There is nobody with her. And next it is the upkeep phase. I've got tarot cards left. Don't need to do anything. It's my turn again, but I don't have many choices here. Sprint and sprint. So I guess we're sprinting. Now I only get to roll 2 die because I'm back up at 3 on the horror track. 1 success, not bad. So I get to, I should say this resets. I get to move up to 2 spaces and I come down 1 time. So I can't, you can see that you can only come down here. There is a hole in the floor of this room, but I don't have any way to climb up. So the best thing I can do, I think, is just go 1, 2. I am then gonna sprint a second time. Okay, so these 2 mean that I would have to burn 2 cards. I don't have 2 cards to burn, so I will re-roll all dice for 2 time. Let's hope for something better. Oh, boo. Okay, no good, but hey. And next is the planning phase. So I have all of my free cards come back to me, which is always nice. Always nice. I have no self-control when it comes to the free cards. I always think that I should save some up for the next round. I never do it, never. But I have 3 to spend, and I think that I'm gonna try and play, let's go for a distraction. Let's get this horror back down. Okay, so we have all the free cards, a couple of walks, a couple of focuses. Very nice. Okay, there's my planning. Back to the killer. So again, she is moving for 2. Now she's not gonna go outside. I think she's gonna come back over this way. 1, 2, nobody next to her to stab. That's okay. Tarot card. The ground is shaking. Oh, Place the poltergeist in your space. Bloody hell. Okay. Uh-oh. She's gonna do something nasty. So she's actually just doing 1 damage here, so I lose 1 of my hearts. If you take any damage, all of your moves during the next action phase are panicked. Oh boy, that means if I move somewhere, I'm gonna be rolling the dice to see in which direction. Ooh, that's kind of exciting. Okay, because I'm freaking out. She's right there, and she is. I mean, look at her. Look at her. There's also the Lauren scenario. This is actually the series 2 book, but each of the seasons have a Lauren scenario book that gives you the backstory. And the Poltergeist one, with Creech Manor, I really did enjoy. I'm not going to read it out here. Read it for yourself, but it is creepy. Okay, so that is the Poltergeist turn done. Next is the panic phase. This time she didn't kill anyone, and we're back to me. Oh, I should put these back out. So I want to try and run away for sure. Try and pick up a few people to get them out of there. I know that the attic in particular is a creepy place, and a lot of people die in the attic. So I'm going to try, first of all, I'm going to try my distraction card to bring this horror down. Fingers crossed. Missed completely. Okay, let's try a focus then instead. Oh, if I miss, oh wow. I have the choice of either losing a horror and losing 4 time, or gaining a horror and I only lose 2. That card is miserable. I wish I could, if you guys weren't watching, I would totally have a redo and do my focus cards first, but you're watching, so I have to be honest. I am going to lose a horror, and I'm gonna lose 4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, yikes. Then I'm gonna play a focus card. Okay. 1 success. So I lose a time and I lose another horror. Now I'm almost out of time. I will walk away from her. I wanna try and get away from her. I get 3 dice again. 2 success, fantastic. So I get to move up to 2 spaces. Which way can I go? I'm gonna go 1, 1, 2. And I'm gonna walk again while I've got my 3. If I can save a few more folks, come on. Oh, that counts as a success for sure. Move up to 1 space. So I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna keep these for the next time. Let's pause there. That feels pretty good. So next is my planning phase. I have no money to spend. Reset. Killer phase. She will move 2. So this time she's gonna go. Oh, she'll go right here. 1, 2. She will hit this victim. So it pops up right here. Then we have the terror. The shadows are closing in. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise she goes back up 2. So she's really pushing the creep factor. She's gonna move towards a victim 2 spaces. So 1, 2. She's following us upstairs. And then she's gonna try and hurt us. There's no one there though. So, okay, this isn't, she's pushing us to the top of Creech Manor. Which can't be a good thing for sure. But, all right, no one panics. I'm gonna pop these away. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't have any movement. I should have. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little rewind because I kind of missed that. If I had given these up during the action phase, that would have given me 2 time to spend, and I would have taken a sprint card. Yeah, can we say that's okay? Am I allowed that 1 little pass? Okay, so now I can sprint. 1 mulligan, right? Now I can sprint. I'm only rolling 2 dice again. Blimey. Ooh, no, I'm gonna, oops. I'm gonna focus first. Yeah, focus first, 2 dice. Didn't do a thing. Now I'm gonna sprint and I'm gonna roll so much better this time. All right, come on, a little sprinting. Run. Oh, so even the mulligan doesn't help me because I don't have any cards to burn. So I did a terrible job on that particular round. I'm gonna pay for it, for sure. These are spent. I can move up to 1 space, but is it even worth it? Yeah, I'm gonna move up to 1 space. So she'll come here. I lose the 2 time and I lose a health, and it is the end. So I'm not doing so great for health as well. Planning phase. So my free ones come back again. I have 2 to spend and I'm gonna grab another sprint card. I'm trying to race around as fast as possible. I know she's kind of chasing me. So I haven't searched for the girl yet at all either. That's the planning phase. Next is the killer phase. She's moving 2 and she's going towards the closest. So she gets into the closet and she's gonna kill this one. That pops up her bloodlust. Not good. Another tarot card. Ooh, minor dark power. Let's do. If Caroline is with you, discard and draw the next tarot card. Your first space moved each action phase is panicked. Your first space moved each action phase is panicked. Discard this card when you find Carolyn. Okay, I think the game might be trying to tell me something, that I should be looking for Carolyn. I'm not doing it, so I'm gonna start panicking. So, spoiler, I did forget that my moves were panicked, and so I went back and I'm gonna roll the dice right now. 3 to 6, going this way. So it's gonna be a lot harder to plan what I'm doing because every time I move, I'm gonna be going in a sort of random direction, almost in circles. That is a horrible power. Hopefully I can find Carolyn soon. Now, after the killer phase, no panic here. And so back to me, I am gonna try and, so I'm gonna walk first of all, remembering that I'm panicked. So the first thing I'm gonna do is see if I can actually burn 2 cards for 1 success. That would give me 1 space. No, I'm gonna pass that. I should try and focus. 2, fantastic. So we go 1 here. I gained 2 time. That's a really good roll. I did fail at this. I keep forgetting to check when I get the fail actions. So I'm gonna move 1 space, lose the 2 time, and lose a health. Now I know you must all think I'm crazy because I'm down to just this 1 health. That actually lets me roll an extra die though for movement. Now I'm moving 1 space, but I'm panicked. So let's see which direction I'm going in. 4. That is the wrong way. These folks are gonna come that way with me. Next, I'm gonna sprint. Come on. 2 success on a sprint. Move up to 3 spaces. Amazing. 1, 2. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. I saved 2 more. I forgot to roll the extra die, but I got my 2 successes anyway. I will take a health, and I will take another health. Thank you very much. I can go back up actually, so I will. Question is, do I go back up the ladder, or should I go and start searching in the garage down here? Now I've saved a decent number. If I can save 2 more people. Yeah, I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna walk. One success, move a space, lose a time. So I'm gonna go to the front of the house, right here. Turn done, killer phase. Oh, planning phase. Turn done, planning phase. These are used up. Get my free one back. back. I have 4 to spend. And I'm gonna take a sprint, a search, and a close call this time. Next is the killer. She's gonna move 2, 1, 2. She's getting close to that attic. She is not close enough to kill anyone, but let's take a look at the tarot card here. Something unholy happened in there. Roll a die. Depending on the result, place the killer in that room. Okay. 1. She's in the attic. Creepy. And then she is gonna stab someone there. Okay, this will pop up. That will have the effect of adding 2 horror to my board. So I'm pretty close. Not great. Then she is going to move towards someone closest. Well, she doesn't even have to. She's just clearing out the attic right there. Another one, another bloodlust. So now she actually has 3 movement. That is, whoa, she is moving quickly. And I forgot to turn over the dark power. Stiff wind. All of your moves of 2 or more spaces are reduced by 1 space. Oh boy, I don't know if that would have affected earlier. I think it might have done, but I'm having a great time, so who cares? Okay, all right, so that is that. She isn't gonna, no one's running away. That is the killer phase complete. No one's panicking. Upkeep is okay. It's back over to me. I'm gonna try and get to that garage. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do though is focus. See if we can reduce that horror. I like to stay on top of it. Complete miss, lose 2 time. So that's 6 down to 4. We can survive that. It was worth a shot. I'm gonna have a go at a little sprint. 1 success. I get to move up to 2 spaces. It costs me a time. All of your moves of 2 or more spaces are reduced by 1 space. So I'm only actually gonna go, there's this big gusty wind blowing into my face as I come back into the foyer right here. And on that, I am going to pause. Planning phase. Free cards come back home. Then I have 3 to spend. I'm gonna try and make it to that garage. Let's do a close call and a sprint. Then we're over to the killer phase. So she is now moving 3 spaces. So 1, 2, boop. The house, it's just me and her. Everyone else is dead. She goes up another 1 on this horror track. That is horrible. I'm running out of time and I haven't even looked for the little girl. Tara. Voices, I hear voices. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next tarot card. So that's making my timer go a little faster. I have to kill you. It told me to kill you. If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next tarot card. Oh, this is terrible. I'm so dead. It's a fake. Discard a random item. If you have no items, discard and draw the next tarot card. There's Poltergeist. It's broken. Place the broken ladder token covering the ladder on the board. Oh boy. The ladder may no longer be used, and all the spaces connected to it are no longer considered adjacent. So can I still come down? No, I just can't use that way whatsoever anymore. Okay, I've got 2 exits this way, but I really just need to get to that garage. We can do this. It's not over yet. No panic, no upkeep, but we're so close and it's my turn. So I need to, first of all, I'm gonna try and focus. Only 2 dice. Burn 2 cards will get me 1 success. Pass. That costs me 2 time if I pass. I will, I'll burn 2 cards. I'm gonna get rid of my short rest and my weak attack, which means I come down 1, but this goes down 1. Next, I'm gonna try and walk, but I still have this stiff wind, and I can't forget my minor dark power, which even if I do get to move, I'm like in this blowing gust, and then I am panicked as well. So let's try to walk 2 dice. It's a disaster. I'm gonna play my close call to re-roll both of those. No, I'm just gonna re-roll one. Play another close call. I can burn 2 cards. This is, no, this is horrible. I will move up to 1 space, lose a heart and 2 time. And because I'm panicked, we're gonna roll and see which direction I decide I wanna go. A 3. Well, that's good. That's actually the direction I wanted to go in. So that's great. Next, I'm gonna try a sprint. One success, move up to 2 spaces, lose 1 time. Well, I only want to get to the garage. And finally, I can search. Yay. If I don't blow this roll. 1 success. Take the top item card of your space. So I'm in the garage. That gets me the lucky rabbit's foot. Fantastic. I can discard this during the action phase to make a horror roll. For each success, choose one of the following. So I'm stopping there. The planning phase is next. I have 2 to spend, and I'm gonna go for a search. 100%. Luckily now I'm in the garage. I don't have to keep moving around until I've gone through that search deck, because these minor powers, between the 2 of them, it's really stopping me from moving around the house to get to the other spots up here. Next, it's the killer phase. So she's gonna start coming towards me though. She's 3 away. So 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. And then I'm gonna be stuck. Oh boy. Last terror card. Did that clown just move? A clown doll appears. You may play action cards that inflict damage if you wish. Then, if the clown doll is still alive. Oh, there's a clown doll? I don't have anything that can do any damage. So I take damage equal to the killer's attack value, which is currently 2. Okay. So I lose this one, and we're gonna be turning this over to see. Do I come back? I don't. Ah! Okay, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow, I was killed in the garage by a clown doll. I have to say, I think that may be my personal worst performance of Final Girl. I think there were a couple of moments there where I definitely made some dodgy choices, but I love this story. When I'm not recording the video, I do read the Gruesome Deaths books, just a couple, not all of them, to give me the storyline of some of the ways the victims are being killed and set the scene. I don't think I want to read the one about the clown doll, but maybe. So once again, thank you for joining me as I get absolutely slaughtered by a clown doll. What a great way to spend an evening, huh? Why do I like Final Girl? The stories and the theme, I can't believe how well they come across. You really get that feeling of being chased around the house. The poltergeist was herding the folks in Creech Manor up to the attic, and then she slaughtered them. I ran around the outside of the building, came back in. I have this big gust of wind blowing into my face. I can barely move. She's coming at me. I'm down in the garage trying to look for this little girl. I think I managed to search 1 time, and then this creepy little clown doll comes out of nowhere and just destroys me. So, wow. Amazing. If you enjoy this video, do like and subscribe. It lets me know that you're enjoying it. And that's all. So thank you. Bye.